Wisconsin wine guy. I'm back with another wine review. Oh my God, summer's in, well, maybe summer's not in full swing for some of us, but summer's in full swing. I mean, this is the time, spring, summer, started at Easter, you start drinking, I myself begin to start drinking lighter wines, more fruitier style wines, dry of course, but ripe fruit, great expression of fruit, rosés, white wines, lighter fruity reds, that's my thing. Seasonal. I drink wines in a seasonal way. When it's cold out in the fall and going into winter, my wines are robust, they're full, they're heady. But when we come into spring, into summer, my wines are lighter, they're mellow. Just like, most people drink a lot of beer in the summer than they do in the fall, right? They drink whiskeys or bourbons in the fall, but they drink beer in the summer. So same thing for wine, go seasonal, but that's that. Here we are with another wine review. I'm your Wisconsin wine guy. For those who are new, these are wines that you can find in stores where you shop for wine. Grocery store, wine shop, liquor store. I go through, make a selection of wines, and give you my opinion utilizing the infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up says I recommend that wine. It's a pretty solid wine. Can't go wrong with it. 3/4. Someone turned me onto this wine. I tasted it. I liked it. I brought a few bottles home for myself to share with my friends, and hope you like it too. Halfway, ooh, something about that wine just did not work with me, but I'll tell you why it didn't work for my palate. Doesn't make it a bad wine. You give it a taste. Let me know. Let all of us who are watching know what you thought about the wine. Thumbs down, always an easy one, right? Every now and then there's the infamous double thumbs up, right? So here we go. Oh, my wine glass. Didn't have a wine glass. Here we go. Now we can get started. That would be interesting to pour this wine without a wine glass, right? So today, wine review is coming from France. More specifically from Provence. For most people probably don't do a lot of wines from Provence. They do like, Burgundies. They do maybe Rhone style wines. They may do Loire Valley style wines. And they may even throw in some Beaujolais. But most people don't think about Provence when it comes to wine, and probably for this reason. Okay, because when you're thinking about the wine regions just mentioned in France, you're thinking about red wines, unless you're talking about Burgundy and you're talking about red wines, Pinot Noir, or the Chardonnay, right? Outside of that, it's more about the red wines, or even Bordeaux, all about the red wines, right? But when it comes to Provence, there is beauty to the wines, okay? Provence wines, to me, invokes beauty, invokes elegance, to the wine, but also very enjoyable. So, and also when you think about Provence, most people probably know the appellation Bandol, but this is coming from the Côte. Now, pardon my French. I'm not French, but we'll give it a best shot. Côte d'Aix-En-Provence. That is an appellation. Côte d'Aix in Provence. That is an appellation in the Provence area. Also making rosés. Now that we say that, the wines of Provence, they do make reds, they do make whites, but the dominant wine styles that are made in Provence are going to be rosé. Okay? So when I think about rosés, and I'm going to go to France, I think about rosés, I'm going to think about Provence. We're talking, elegant. We're talking, nice fruit. We're talking dry. We're talking great acidity. These wines were made for food, when we come into the spring and the summer, for lighter, elegant dishes. Which makes me think about hot, if you're not French, or haute, if you're French, haute cuisine. That an old school French cuisine, the nouvelle cuisine, the new style of French cuisine, just lighter, fresher, not the heavy sauces, but lighter sauces, So this would be great for nouveau cuisine from France, and also for some of the hot cuisines, haute cuisine. Okay, so this is coming from Bieler, Pierre and Fils, or Fils. This meaning that Bieler is the family name, father and son. Okay, Pierre and Fils. feast, father and son. So your rosé coming from Provence is going to be a blend of Grenache, Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cinsault, and I hope it's going to be fabulous. You know, I mean, these are the grapes that are grown there. But again, remember, Provence is mainly known for its rosés. And I hope this fits the bill too. So this is coming in at 12.5% alcohol. Again, just a nice, easy level of alcohol. 2021, one to be enjoyed. Screw cap. I don't know if you heard that fizz because I was talking, you know, but it's keeping it fresh. Now, rosés come in an array, a rainbow of colors. Get a look at this color. This is like in the bottle versus the glass. Let's do it like this. You can see the bottle, you can see the glass. I mean, this is kind of like that very, very light pink. Okay? You can't even say salmon color. It's very, very light pink. All right? And rosés go from this style. It can even go a little bit lighter. From this style to darker. Okay? It's like that much from being a red wine, but they want to call it a rosé. Oftentimes, that's due in part to the way the wine is made and the style that it's made. You know, whether it's made from just, you know, first press, or whether it's made from when they add a little bit of red wine to help tint the color a little bit darker. All right, so it all depends on how it's made. But when you come to wines of Provence, believe it or not, there is like a really big thing on rosés. I was watching this wine program, just all about rosés. I gotta get the name and share it with you. But it's all about rosés. This is a really big thing when it came to rosés. And what makes the difference, you know, in rosés. And what makes the difference in appeal, you know, for the consumer when it comes to rosés, what they like, the color. I mean, when they're making rosé wines, there's a lot that they go through, you know, to get the exact color. Certain colors appeal to the wine consumer, right? Okay. So now, Grenache, Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cinsault, and then their local grape, Rolle, all right, or Rolle. So look at that color. I mean, you can't say a hot pink, but very light pink. I mean, and when I think about rosés, let me just do this. When I think about rosés, I'm thinking about drinking a wine that would have those red wine characteristics. You know, but it would drink like a white wine. Okay, I want the best of both worlds when I'm drinking a rosé. But I don't want the red wine characteristics to be heavy. I want it to be dense. I want it to be just subtle there. I want to know that it's there. It's just like if you ever had a white Pinot Noir, right? But I want to know those red wine characteristics are there, but I want this to drink like a white wine. That's why I'm drinking a rosé. So here we go. Let's get a nose. Oh, wow. You never smell a wine, and it's like, you know this wine's going to be dry, just on the nose. So here we go. Fruit here. I mean, I get first that chalky minerality, you know, coming from the soil. Then it rolls into a background of berries. Wow, you know, almost like a faint blueberry, a faint raspberry here. And which is what I want. And then you get that almost mist of citrus on the finish. I mean, which is what I want here. I want those red grape characteristics, but I want it to drink like a white wine, but full of flavor. So here we go. First step, rinse. Now how we go with the rinse? What I say? No acidity, no play. All right? While I was rinsing, I don't know if you heard that, I was going, Okay? And there's a reason why I was going, While I was rinsing my entire mouth, I got, on the finish, I get a little bit of tannins, But when I had the wine in my mouth and my palate, I was tasting dark fruits. Which now, on the nose, it makes more of the dark fruits come out. This wine is dry. Okay? Dry, light, elegant. And if you're accustomed to drinking weighty wines, overpowering wines, you may not like this. But if you want to put a little elegance into your wine drinking, this is going to be the one. We're talking Provence, right? Elegance. Here's another taste. That mid palate of the fruit is nice. Love this city. Finish is short, medium. But that taste on the palate in the city is just so nice. Wow. To me, the way a rosé should be. One more taste. I'm going to give you a grade. Oh. I'm digging it. I love the way it feels. I'm going to give this a double thumbs up. Double thumbs up because it has the elements that I described to you earlier from my palate. Again, if you're looking for something that's going to be, if you're looking for those like rosés where they just like smash in your palate with all this flavor, that's not this. But if you're looking for rosé, it has some elegance, has some balance to it. An expression of Provence, or one of the expressions of Provence. This is the one. I think it does a great job. Double thumbs up here. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'm going to enjoy this. Wow. It's your Wisconsin Wine Guide telling you as always that your palate be the guide when selecting your wine. And I'm going to see you next time. I'm so digging this. Ciao.